Broadcasting from Manhattan Beach and the World Wide Web, you're listening to CHSR, HealthyLife.net.
As a service to our listeners, this program is for general information and entertainment purposes only. CHSR HealthyLife.net does not recommend, endorse, or object to the views, products, or topics expressed or discussed by show hosts or their guests. We suggest you always consult with your own personal, medical, financial, or legal advisor.
Welcome to RadioAMB, designed for those who love to live a long and vibrant life. We think pretty is pretty important in all things in beauty. I'm Patty Schmucker, your host, and someone who's been in the beauty industry for about 40 years. RadioAMB, which stands for American Made Beauty, is designed to tell the secrets behind the making of health and beauty products. The segment sponsor for today is AmericanMadeBeauty.com, which is a beauty platform designed to help consumers find beauty companies that are implementing the industry's best practices to bring you quality products and services. Go to AmericanMadeBeauty.com to find beauty products and services that meet a strict set of standards that reflect their American heritage. So today we're going to pull back the curtain on the place where many brands that you know and most likely use regularly are created. As we've shared in the past here on RadioAMB, the making of food products, industrial goods, and certainly beauty and health care, it's the exception rather than the rule that a company that owns the brand actually physically makes the product. What's more common is that brand owners engage the services of a contract manufacturer to collaborate in the engineering of the formula and the physical manufacturing of the product. Today you'll meet two executives of one of these such labs called Paklab. You'll learn how a contract manufacturer and product development company with 3 decades of service in the mid-luxury and prestige brands in personal care, cosmetics, and over-the-counter drug industry builds product with a focus on caring for our planet and its people. Stay with us to hear how Paklab is changing the face of contract manufacturing, and in the last 30 years, they've done business with the top health and beauty companies, not only in the U.S., but all over the world. The products that they produce are exported to over 90 countries worldwide. During our feature segment today, you'll meet Eve Tousignant and Tyler Kroning and hear how they got into the business and what is exciting for them about being involved in contract manufacturing. During our segment we call In the Jar, you'll learn firsthand how one partnership with a famous Las Vegas casino has led to innovations in sun care with a line they call Bay Soleil. And during our segment called Beauty That Sold Deep, you'll hear how Paklab has built their company as a value-based organization and how values translate into the products that are on the shelf that you use every day. Finally, we'll wrap up our show today with our Beauty Biz segment, where you'll learn about one trade organization helping connect beauty professionals, where Eve is the president, and learn about Paklab's predictions for cutting-edge trends, skin science, product development, and formulas. So let's get started. Let me tell you a little bit more about my two guests. Eve Tousignant is the managing director at Paklab, one of the most important contract manufacturing labs in the U.S. Her high level of energy and enthusiasm were the catalyst to establishing and propagating new brands and services that currently is gaining attention from brand owners worldwide. Her knowledge of contract manufacturing for Fortune 500 companies and participation in industry associations gives her a unique insight into the latest market trends impacting U.S. markets. Eve graduated with a Bachelor's of Science from Loyola Marymount University and a Master's in Special Education and Teaching from Western Oregon University. Eve lives in Southern California with her husband and 5 daughters. She's president of the Beauty Industry West and also serves on the board for the Minority Business Enterprise. I'm exhausted just talking about this woman. Joining us today with Eve is Paklab's marketing director, Tyler Kroning. Tyler started as an intern at Paklab in their R&D department, and currently his role is in sales and marketing at Elements 4 Skin Science Studio, a division of the Chino-based company. Tyler has a passion for developing concepts in the health and beauty and personal care industry, and is successfully launching new brands in the marketplace. Tyler graduated from the University of California, San Diego with a degree in economics and business marketing. Welcome, Eve and Tyler. I'm just thrilled to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
Good morning, Patty.
Well, so, Eve, let's start out. I was fascinated to learn about your academic training. How does a bachelor's in science and a master's in special education and teaching lead you into the manufacturing of cosmetics?
Well, it is a funny story, Patty, but I was an educator, and then that morphed into the opportunity to have my own business that had lots to do with advocating for special needs children. But from there, I caught the sales bug in selling myself and selling my services, and decided to switch gears and wanted to be an excellent role model for my daughters and show them that it's important to do something important in life, and it's important to do something you love and care about. And I had a passion for skincare and health and beauty, and a passion for sales. So that led me to Paklab and to becoming the director of sales here at Paklab.
That's great. That's great. And how old are your 5 children now?
They are all the way from 19 to 11 years old, all young ladies.
Oh, wow. Wow, you've got your hands full. So, Tyler, when you started as an intern with Paklab, did you know then that you wanted to make it a long-term opportunity?
When I first started my internship, I had no idea. I didn't even know about the health and beauty industry or really contract manufacturing. But over the course of the 3-month internship, I learned about ingredients. I learned about cool trends, products that haven't hit the market yet. And I started to see an opportunity there for myself, and really thought about it when I went back for my last year of school and decided, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's see where this road takes me. You know, just like Eve, you know, who knows if a career change is coming down the road, but right now I'm in a very good spot. I enjoy the people I work with here. We have a great team, and I'm glad I decided to embark on this journey.
That's great. That's great. So tell me a little bit from both of you, what do you enjoy about being in the contract manufacturing business?
Well, I'll start. First of all, it's thrilling and exciting, like Tyler said, to be on the ground floor and watching a product develop from the ground up, knowing what latest and greatest ingredients are going into those products, things that have maybe just been released onto the market or just coming onto the market, and then to watch as a brand develops the marketing story around a new product, and watching the excitement as we bring this to fulfillment for this brand, and they're able to put something new as a line extension in their brand.
Right, right. And Tyler, what about you? Is there anything in particular?
What I like the most about, especially being in sales, is the opportunity to work with different brands, meet new people, form new relationships, because that's what it's all about. Is doing business with people who are like-minded, who share the same company culture and values as you. And, you know, being in manufacturing, being able to meet all these different brands in the industry has really been a lot of fun for me.
Right. So give our listeners a little bit of a sense of Paklab. How big is it, you know, in terms of size and capacity, and how many people work for Paklab?
Okay, well, Paklab has been in business for over 30 years. We work with some of the biggest brands in the world, and we also work with smaller startup brands and a few in between. Okay. We have 200,000 square feet of manufacturing space in just our Southern California facility, which is our flagship plant, And we have 4 other plants across the United States as well where we do other types of contract manufacturing. We work with cosmetics and OTCs, or over-the-counter drugs, and we develop those here, either from the ground up or as a technical transfer, where brands would give us the formulas to start with, and we would just simply manufacture them.
And I think this is significant in that, I mean, in terms of the overall business of contract manufacturing, to have that kind of footprint in the United States with 200,000 square feet here in California, which is huge, by virtue of, everybody thinks that products aren't being manufactured in the U.S., no less California. So 200,000 square feet here, and then you have, did you say 3 or 4 other facilities in the United States as well?
We have 4 other facilities in the United States, and you're absolutely right, Patty. We are watching a lot of manufacturing move out of our country, and especially out of California because of the labor rates.
Right.
But we find that being in Southern California allows us to be close to startup brands and the hub of where the creativity is. Brands like Glam Glow and Dermalogica and Neutrogena were born here in Southern California. And being near Hollywood and celebrities, we find that there's always going to be folks in our industry that want to be on the cutting edge in Southern California, and we know that we can be close to that, physically close to that, and then take the opportunity to work with some of these brands as they are becoming amazing and real players in the industry.
Right. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is that really for decades, I mean, really beauty, the epicenter of beauty was New York, but really in the last probably 10, 15 years, the epicenter of beauty has really shifted for new and innovative concepts here to Southern California. And
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about, for our audience, and who a good portion of it is consumers, give us a better idea of the role a contract manufacturer plays in actually making the product. You mentioned earlier, do customers actually come to you with the formula and you just make it, or are you actually working with producing the formula itself?
Go ahead, Tyler.
Okay, yeah, we can do either or, Patty. It's typically a little bit quicker if someone comes to us with a finished formula. It's a much simpler process of just tech transfer. The full development process we also enjoy very much. That process takes a little bit longer. It can take 6 months to a year. But if someone comes to us with an idea for a moisturizer or a cream or a hair product or anything, we can whip up samples in our lab, add in different ingredients to align with their marketing story and hit the target audience that they want to sell their products to.
And Tyler, how would you, if you were talking to somebody who's looking at the possibility of your lab as compared to anybody else, what are the significant differences that, and then again, I'm not trying to sell Paklab as I am trying to educate. If somebody's shopping for a contract manufacturer, what are some of the key things that you think they should be looking for to make sure they're getting with a good contract manufacturer?
Patty, the main thing is what happens is that what's in the jar works, and the claims that you're trying to make work. So really, the number one thing I would look for is a manufacturer who can deliver a quality product. You also want to look for things such as Paklab. We offer different services besides just your formulation. So graphic design, package development, quality, all these different services wrapped into one. It's really a one-stop shop. There are other labs out there, but some of them may just handle the formulation, or some of them may just handle the filling, and some may not even have a creative team. So really looking for what your brand needs specifically. Maybe you already have those pieces. You already have a creative team or a marketing team, and you don't need the extra services, so you would want to go to a different lab. But really what makes Paklab different is the full range of services that we offer to be unique to your brand.
Right. And for new brands starting out, I think this is something that's really important because it is true that once you grow to a certain point, you have the capacity to go out and buy your own packaging and design and the formulas and do all of these different things. But in the early stages, is it more cost-effective for a company to work with someone like you who is a one-stop shop as compared to trying to go out and piecemeal all of those things together?
From a cost point of view, yes. Working with someone like us could save you a little bit of money. Now, any brand starting up is going to require a large investment, and that doesn't change even if you work at Paklab. We do have some service fees, and there's things we charge in order to get, paid for our services. But
Sure.
at the end of the day, it's really, when you start with the same manufacturer and you scale up, there's already that relationship there. Because the world of manufacturing isn't cut and dry. There are things that go wrong and there are the problems that come up. So working with someone you can work through those problems together and keep delivering products on time, hit new launches, deliver to your distributors. That's really the key thing.
Right, absolutely. When you're looking at the various different brands that you guys have put together over the years, is there some kind of magic formula in terms of the kind of money that somebody really needs to have in this day and age to be successful with a brand? Either one of you, is there something that you have in mind, and maybe per SKU or per product? What kind of investment does it really take to do something well?
Oh gosh, well, Patty, I can say that what we really like to. The number we like to throw around our industry is about $1 million to start up a brand.
Right.
The costs, for getting into a retail space or truly bringing a few products to market and a nice line to start off to market really takes a significant investment and a time investment as well. Folks are often surprised when we tell them it takes a year to 18 months to develop 2 or 3 products from the ground up. Mm-hmm. But really all of the testing that is required and all of the pieces of the puzzle that it takes to bring together a beautiful brand and put it into the bottle and package and put it on shelf is worth the wait, and it's worth the effort and time involved.
Yeah, because at this time, there's so many products in the market. A Me Too brand, something that copies somebody else, it's not worth doing. And that $1 million, the making of it, I often say this in the programs that we do and here at this radio program, is making it's the easy part. Making it successful is where the real science comes in, and that $1 million is not just the making of the product, but it's making a brand and getting it on shelf and getting it successful in the market.
If I could piggyback on what Tyler said before, another reason why many folks choose Paklab is our amazing laboratory. We have 12 chemists in there, 2 doctors, 2 masters. We try very hard to hire fully degreed chemists because it is about the science. It's not just about putting some ingredients together in a bottle and, like you said, a Me Too or a just like that. It's about groundbreaking technology, patentable technology, new delivery systems, cutting-edge technology trends, and putting all of that together with the latest and greatest raw materials to make something brand new and exciting on the market.
Right. And that's some of the expertise that what a contract manufacturer does. Is a brand owner may come to you with an idea, but you guys have the real chemistry specialist that can say, oh, yeah, we could do that, and here's the various different ingredients that we would recommend you would consider. That's why we're talking a 12 to 18-month development cycle to really experiment with those things.
Absolutely, you've got it.
And so tell us, this last couple of minutes we have in this section, tell us a little bit about what are some of the exciting initiatives that you're working on right now. And I know you can't give brand names, but are there some things in particular that you're excited about?
Well, we are very excited with playing with some new potential ingredients that are going to be allowed in sun care in the next few years. These are ingredients that are already approved for use in sun care in EU and overseas. And so these are things that we are starting our research on so that when they hit the American and get approved by the FDA, that we're able to start right away with producing products that include some of these newer raw materials.
And so it's being able to, you're already seeing them being used in other parts of the world. Is it required that they get through some kind of compliance or some type of approval to be used here in the U.S.?
Absolutely. They need to go through FDA compliance to become on the monograph for sun care in the U.S. And Eve, the reason why I bring that up is because we continue to try and make sure that people understand cosmetics are regulated in this country. And the hair on the back of my neck always stands up when I hear people say that cosmetics are not regulated, and yet here in the United States in a lab like yours, every day you are following regulations and have standards that you are building product to ensure that the safety and the quality of the products, correct? Yes, safety, quality, and efficacy. And another very new trend that we're seeing really explode, Patty, is the concept of natural. And our FDA has not come up with a definition for natural. The cosmetic industry is not. Is regulated, and absolutely it is regulated. So these are some of the topical discussions that we're coming up with of late, is how do we make natural products and to meet what definition and what marketing story our brand that we work with wants, and how do we make an efficacious product to fit that story.
Right. All right, great. Well, when we come back, we're going to take a little break right now, but when we come back, we'll focus on our In the Jar segment and explore how one partnership with a famous Las Vegas casino has led to innovations in sun care. So stay with us. You're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net.
Over here. Here's a secret for a virus-free computer. ESET. They've been a pioneer in the antivirus industry for over 25 years. 25 years of innovative, top-rated antivirus protection. ESET's award-winning security solutions provide a safe online experience for over 100 million home and business computer owners. They are so affordable, fast, and simple to use. So be gone, you blue screen of death. ESET's on my computer. If it's not on yours, visit HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on ESET now.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
What does HealthyLife.net and Amazon.com have in common? Well, they're both available on the Internet. They both give great value. But most important, most of our positive program hosts and guests are accomplished authors, and their books are available from, you got it, Amazon.com. Now, it even gets better than that, because when you're listening on air to a HealthyLife.net host or guest, you can go directly to Amazon.com, and you can order your book while you're still listening to your favorite HealthyLife.net program. So when you hear an author you like, go to the homepage of HealthyLife.net and click on Amazon.com.
Where positive people and radio unite. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome. You're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net. I'm Patty Schmucker, and we're here with two executives in the contract manufacturing world of personal care, cosmetic, and over-the-counter drug products, Eve Tousignant and Tyler Kroning. Tyler, in the segment that we call In the Jar, can you tell us about the journey of creating a sun care product with one of the most recognizable names in Las Vegas?
Yes, definitely. So an opportunity came to us about 2.5 years ago now, and Mandalay Bay, the casino, actually wanted to create their own sun care line. They saw how well the other brands were selling on the shelves and thought, hey, we can compete here. We can make something that's even better. So they were looking around trying to find someone to be the right partner for them, and they found Paklab. So originally when they had came to us, they had asked us for just your typical spray sunscreens, your SPF 15, 30, and 50. But we wanted to give them one better. We know the market. We know the industry. We know the hot trends on products right now. So we took it one step further. We pitched to them, instead of just a line of 12 products ranging from lips, after sun moisturizers, SPF protection for sensitive skin. These products even have anti-aging and anti-wrinkle benefits. So we really catapulted them to the next level so that rather than competing on the shelves, they blew away the competition.
And so they were able to really come out from the very beginning with a point of difference in the marketplace because through your expertise, you were able to introduce them to not only what they were asking for, but way beyond that. Because of the research and having your finger sort of on the pulse. Is it unusual, though, Tyler, that a brand owner gives a contract manufacturer that kind of license to expand on the idea?
It happens more often than not. We typically don't like to take on too many projects of these, maybe 1 to 2 a year, because it is so in-depth and it does require so much work. It's not something that can be done overnight. And so typically I think, big brands or organizations such as the MGM Group or Mandalay Bay are hesitant because they don't know what they're getting themselves into. But as they saw and as that process went along, we were able to work great with each other. Whether it was coming up with names or coming up with graphics or fragrances and things like that, the MGM Group in Mandalay Bay gave us a lot of flexibility to really show them, hey, this is what is going to sell. And so they left it up to us, the experts.
And so can you talk a little bit about, it was not only just the development of the ingredients, but most brand owners are also developing sort of the marketing story and the product name. It sounds like you guys were actually involved very significantly in that part as well.
Correct, yes. They really, on this, were looking to us for just about everything, and, we were able to pull it off. We told them that, let's call this an outdoor line with indoor benefits. These are outdoor products that people use by the pool, but at the same time, Mandalay Bay also has a world-class spa. So, our product line fits in both spaces. It appeals to more guests, or resortists, as they call them. So in doing so, in creating these outdoor products with indoor benefits, we also added a special complex blend. We call it MB Soulplex is what we came up with because we told them, you need a hero ingredient. You need something to really boost your story to show the point of difference on the shelf. So MB Soulplex is a blend of different extracts and an ingredient called mandelic acid. Mandelic, Mandalay Bay, the name plays off each other. And so, that's the type of thing that Paklab can offer a company like Mandalay who wants to create their own brand. We can give you a unique ingredient or unique artworks or even, the unique name to really give them a whole line that has a story behind it because, as we know, a brand without a story is really not a brand at all.
Right, and that is really at the heart of what beauty is being able to, I love what you just said, a brand without a story is really not a brand at all. And at the heart of it, you've got to be able to convey the unique attributes that make a customer enticed to try it. But the thing that I think people would wonder as they listen to you talk about MD Solplex and naming it and things like that, does it mean that it's just that there's not really any substance behind it, that you've created a brand but there's not really anything that's really efficacious? Because you mentioned earlier that it's really got to be something that works. So tell us a little bit about that fine line between just having a brand story and having something that really works.
Yeah, and having something that really works, especially when you're talking about sun, is really that SPF factor, that SPF of 15 or higher. Once you get past 50, it becomes a little bit of a gray area. So really that's where our efficacy comes in. 10 of our 12 products have SPF protection. We really wanted to include that benefit. Now, to get that testing is not cheap. There requires an upfront cost, and launching an SPF product in the market is not easy, but that's why there aren't a lot of sunscreen brands out there, especially none like us who offers both the sun protection as well as the skin protection. We also have clinicals to support our anti-wrinkle, anti-aging claims for some of our face primers. That's really the point of difference in the levels that make these products so great.
So it's not only, when I'm asking about like the MD Solplex, you were indicating it's a blend of botanicals, and you're having an anti-aging claim that the term you used is that it's an outside product, inside benefits. I love all of that, and that's all about marketing. But you've also, with your studies, been able to validate that those claims are really resulting in tangible differences that the consumer can see on their skin when they use it. That's the important part of your efficacy as well. And so how do you do that? Do you decide what kind of tests need to be done in order to support those claims?
So through our partnerships, Patty, we have great relationships with suppliers, whether they're ingredient suppliers, bottle suppliers, and then also testing labs. Mm-hmm. So, we start with our ingredient suppliers who come to us and show us what's hot, what's trending, and then the data to support that. Then once we decide what fits with the marketing story, we reach out to one of our partners who does all these testings, has the clinical, has to be an outside lab. While Paklab does do a lot of testing in-house, there are some tests that require us to go to a third party. So we've been able to form relationships with different people in the industry who can conduct these tests for us, so we can say to our consumers, hey, look, we didn't test this. We had someone else test this, and these products do exactly what they say.
That's great. That's great. And so we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about how this kind of results in a brand in terms of being able to bring a brand like this to market and work in partnership is based on a company, Paklab, that's been built on values, and those values actually translate into products. So stay with us, and we'll be right back to talk a little bit about beauty that's soul deep. Don't go away.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com.
For all your live or pre-recorded webcasting needs, come to earthchannel.com. Get your web-based message out to a select group or the whole world. It's easy. A pioneer in webcasting, earthchannel.com provides the best products and services to big corporations and government users. And now this same technology is available to you. They have the best Earthcast encoders, servers, and products to meet your technical needs. But wait, don't want to mess with technical stress? No problem. They'll do it for you. EarthChannel.com is your answer. You can use webcasting for lots of things like advertising, marketing, customer support, training, and don't forget web radio and TV. In fact, you're listening to a live Earthcast right now. So come to EarthChannel.com. Actualize your audio or video webcasting needs today. You can't beat the friendly service or the price. Call EarthChannel.com at 1-800-849-8978. That's 1-800-849-8978.
We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
When you're looking for bedding, department store prices can shock you. Well, be shocked no more. Sell steak cheap, not cheap state. That's the motto of Anna's Linens. Although they don't sell steak, they do sell the best bedding, bath, and home decor items. They strive to provide their merchandise at extreme value to their customers, and they do it. Great everyday prices on everything and military discounts. Plus, if you visit them online, they have clearance items and internet specials. Visit them online now at HealthyLife.net's advertiser page.
Radio your way. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back. You're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net. I'm Patty Schmucker. The personal care, cosmetic, and OTC drugs products are made in hundreds or so manufacturing facilities here in the United States. We have the good fortune of having two executives from one of the world-class organizations in the U.S., Eve Tousignant, and Managing Director, and Tyler Kroning's Marketing and Sales Director. In this section, we call Beauty That's Sold Deep. Eve, can you start out by telling us a bit about how Paklab decided to make good human values part of their business model?
Absolutely. So we started on this journey about 3 years ago with our leadership team deciding that we wanted to become a value-based company. And what started that is that we wanted to attract great talent, and we wanted to attract millennials, and we wanted to keep the momentum of our 300-plus workforce alive. So we set on the road to creating this set of 7 values which we govern ourselves by. And the overarching umbrella of that is our social purpose. You know, many companies have a mission statement, and that is what they do. A social purpose is why we do it. And so Paklab created this social purpose, which is that we strive to improve the quality of people's lives by promoting a cleaner, safer, and healthier lifestyle that inspires each of us to achieve great things in the world. And we know how important personal care is to people. It could be the difference between them getting their job, their next new job, or having the confidence that they need to win a bid. So we want to be behind these products, and we know that they mean a lot more to the consumer than just something pretty to put on. And along with that social purpose, we created 7 values. But
Eve, let me stop you for a second, because I think that's so critically important, this social purpose, this reason that your company exists that goes way beyond making money. It's about making a contribution in the world. Why did you feel that was necessary in order to attract a younger staff and great talent?
Well, we started looking into and researching, what's important to millennials and what's important to the workforce. And, folks want to work for a company that does something important and that does something bigger than just coming to work every day. And, we thought that if we could have a workforce where people are engaged in knowing the importance of what they do and that they can touch other people's lives, that they would be a more effective workforce and a more impactful team.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's beautiful. I think there's not enough of that going on, and being able to have that real purpose for what you do. I mean, beauty is exciting, and I've heard many people have gotten involved in it for one reason or another. But when an entire organization is working towards a purpose that everyone can get behind, it has to have a lot more power in terms of the overall organization. And you mentioned that there are 7 principles. Does this help you to really communicate and keep alive that social purpose?
100%. So when we come down to decision-making or a conflict internally or some direction that we need to go, we look toward our 7 values and we ask ourselves the question of, what do we truly value as a company and as an organization, and what actions are going to support that, and what decisions are going to support those values. And it absolutely keeps us on track to ensure that we are being the company at face value that we say we are.
Right. Can you share with us what those 7 core values are?
Well, I'd like to actually speak in particular about 2 of them.
Okay.
The first one is caring, and the way that this value reads is that we contribute to the improvement of our communities and the protection of our environment. The way that Paklab has taken this value to a whole extreme level is by about a year ago we have become one of the 3 members of something called the Amazonian Alliance. Mm-hmm. And we have partnered with 2 other companies to help support 13 communities around the Amazon in the rainforest, in the Brazilian rainforest. And what this alliance does is it provides clean water, education, and work for folks in these indigenous communities down in the Amazon. And the benefit to Paklab is that we get to have them gather some unique raw materials that go into many of our health and beauty brands that are out there on the market today.
Yeah, the rainforest is just is rich with all sorts of botanical allies that are really key to many of the health and beauty products that are on the market today. So not only is there a benefit from a profit perspective, but really in terms of the overall planet, what an amazing way to demonstrate caring by being able to care for the lungs of the earth, which is the rainforest.
That's right. They call it the lungs of the earth. And not only that, not a single tree is felled to source these ingredients. Mm-hmm. Everything is timber-free. And the folks that work along with us in the Amazonian Alliance utilize carbon credits and things of that nature to be able to provide what is needed to gather all of these ingredients, so that we don't have to cross-cut or plant anything. Everything is timber-free.
That's great. That's great. And you mentioned another one?
The other one, the other value that I'd like to highlight is teach. And this is, the way this one reads, is promoting the health and beauty of all people through sensible personal care education. So, we talked earlier in the last segment about the marketing stories and things like that behind the brands. Well, it's great to put things that work and are efficacious in a bottle, but what's more important to the folks at Paklab is that we're promoting this sensible education to consumers as well as brands that we work with. And this is how we ended up partnering with Mandalay Bay, is that the platform for these products is absolutely sensible education about judicious sun exposure, that it's okay to be out in the sun once in a while as long as you're protecting your skin, you understand how sun damage can age your skin or possibly harm your skin. So as long as you're understanding how to protect yourself, that it's safe to be out there and enjoy the sun.
And again, just teach. So that's a second value. Caring was the first one. Teach is the second. Being able to help people to understand how to take care of their bodies, which is really at the end of the day what the fundamental purpose is for any personal care product, is in enhancing the way that we're caring for our bodies. Can you quickly tell us what the other 5 are?
Sure. Creating phenomenal products, exceeding our clients' expectations, inspiring each other to greatness, supporting our suppliers by cultivating strong partnerships, and driving the financial growth and delivering a reasonable return to our stakeholders.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. It's the kind of model of doing business that we need to be able to see more and more of, and it probably is reflective of the reason why you've had the success that you have and are poised to be making such a contribution in the future. When we're going to take our last break, and when we come back, we'll discuss something called the Beauty Industry West, which Eve is president of, and also some predictions for cutting-edge trends, skin science, product development, and formula design. Stay with us.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com.
When you're looking for bedding, department store prices can shock you. Well, be shocked no more. Sell steak cheap, not cheap state. That's the motto of Anna's Linens. Although they don't sell steak, they do sell the best bedding, bath, and home decor items. They strive to provide their merchandise at extreme value to their customers, and they do it. Great everyday prices on everything and military discounts. Plus, if you visit them online, they have clearance items and internet specials. Visit them online now at HealthyLife.net's advertiser page.
We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
Oh, man, it never fails. My suitcase just got ripped apart.
Life is a journey. Make it a pleasant one. Use Samsonite. You know the name. For almost a century, Samsonite luggage has proved itself to be the worldwide leader in innovative travel solutions. Let it be yours. Visit HealthyLife.net's affiliate Samsonite on our homepage and click to look at the fine luggage from suitcases to golf travel bags. And don't forget, take a look at their travel accessories. Make life a journey, a pleasant one, with Samsonite.
HealthyLife.net, where positive overcomes negative.
Welcome back. I'm here with personal care, cosmetic, and OTC drug cosmetic manufacturers from Paklab. Two of the executives, Eve Tousignant, which is our managing director, and Tyler Kroning's marketing and sales director. And we're in our final segment that we call Beauty That's Sold Deep. Our Beauty Biz segment. And here we'd like to talk a little bit about what's happening in the industry and things that are important to the industry. Eve, tell us a little bit about something we've heard that you're president of, BIW, Beauty Industry West.
Well, thank you. Yes, I was actually just elected president of the board of directors of Beauty Industry West, which is a West Coast-based networking group that was founded in 1990 by a group of West Coast industry leaders. And it is an educational resource for companies and entrepreneurs who want to develop their own beauty care brand or already have an established beauty care brand. So we have We have participants that come to our networking events from raw material suppliers, product developers, packaging and design consultants, also manufacturers, marketing, and sales.
So it sounds like it's a great resource for the industry to come together and meet one another if it's somebody who's already have a brand or somebody who's looking to establish the brand. It's a place where people can go to connect with others in the industry.
Yes, and we meet once a month with a luncheon forum. We also have several events throughout the year that are held in the evening. We have a benefit during the holidays to benefit Para Los Niños, and it's a wonderful outreach group. It's a great place to network for everyone involved in the industry.
Great. And so do you feel like being involved, how has that really been a benefit for Paklab?
Well, I'd say it's been a benefit for Paklab and a benefit for Beauty Industry West. You know, Beauty Industry West utilizes, it's a nonprofit, and so it utilizes corporate sponsors for each and every one of their meetings. So Paklab has been able to be a sponsor for individual meetings, as well as Beauty Industry West is an educational platform. So we offer educational speakers every month. Sometimes it's from a brand, so we get to witness an entrepreneur, how they started their brand and learn from that. But sometimes it's on regulatory issues or legal issues in the FDA, keeping us informed about what's going on in our industry and what's important to our consumers.
Right, right. Tyler, can you tell us a little bit about what you see from Beauty Industry West and obviously the other work that you're doing at Paklab? What's ahead for cutting-edge trends in the skin science overall?
Yeah, Patty, we're seeing it now. There's always going to be new brands coming to the market. People are always going to have new ideas. It's just a matter of how do I turn that idea into an actual product and an actual brand. At Paklab here we've touched on it already, our Element 4 Skin Science Studio, where we have the formulation, design, product development, creative services. What I've learned from BIW is you have to have a story, whether it's a story about an individual person or if it's a story that's hanging on to something to do with the ocean or the sun or green or sustainable ingredients. Whatever that may be, you really need to pick something and latch onto it and be sure that everything from your products to your packaging to your website to your social media, everything is centered on the same idea.
Which is the elements that's about being able to build a brand is there. And it's so exciting, the work that you're doing, that you guys have the ability to sort of lead a brand owner into understanding all of those particular aspects. Is there particular things that are happening with regards to trends that you see happening here upcoming in the next 3 to 5 years that consumers and beauty professionals can expect to see in cosmetics?
Yes. One thing that we've seen growing and is going to continue to grow is food in cosmetics. So not necessarily, not eating your cosmetics, but things that maybe look like food or maybe call it a blue strawberry or a green orange or something, right? Playing on these types of things that we already know, but presenting it in a new and interesting way. Another trend that we're seeing is, millennials are having more and more purchasing power in the industry. While typically products would focus on anti-aging or anti-wrinkles or things like this, we're seeing a lot of more preventative skincare. So taking steps sooner while you're in your, 20s or even your teens to start preparing your skin so it lasts longer throughout your life when you get into your mid-40s or 50s, et cetera.
And what are some of the things that would be particular in a preventative skincare? Are there particular ingredients that you're excited about that is contributing to that category?
Oh, yes, definitely. Ingredients are always coming out with new benefits. They're always revamping these ingredients, giving them more benefits, more boosters to make these claims. And this is where we, rely on our lab and their expertise. They're studying these ingredients all day long, playing with them, and then you can actually see the results, and they are working.
Right. Any other particular stories in the whole formulation design that particularly excites you?
Well, we do always find that U.S. consumers tend to look toward Asia, and in particular Korea, of late, to find the latest cutting-edge trends for cosmetics and health and beauty. So we're always just seeing what we can find that's coming our way from Korea and from the Asian markets, as well as consumers love to look at that. So we find some new textures, some different delivery systems, and, of course, some new raw materials that are fun to play with to create these products. Their skincare routine in Korea is dramatically more intense than in the U.S., so we have lots to learn about how they care for their skin, and I think U.S. consumers are starting to understand that that's something we would like to emulate.
I love the idea that you're getting those ideas, but you are making it here in America, being that we're American-made beauty. We love that idea. So as we wrap up, Eve, tell the group what if someone's interested in BIW, what's the best way for them to find out more about that?
Oh, if they could just jump on the website, Beauty Industry West, they will find out when our next meeting is and how they can get involved and how they can just come as a guest to one of the meetings.
Great. And Tyler, how about reaching out to Paklab? What's the best way to get in touch with Paklab?
Yeah, on Paklab, you can visit our website, www.paklab.com. You can sign up for a new customer profile. You can create your own login. Someone from our sales group will contact you, find out more information. So that's the best way to get a hold of us. And also, if anyone is interested in learning more about the Bay Soleil products or products line, you can visit our website, www.baysoleil.com, to learn more there.
Great.
Well.
Or go to Mandalay Resort as well in Las Vegas. Eve and Tyler, thank you so much for being with us today. It was a real pleasure to learn a little bit more about your company.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
So that will do it for us today. Don't miss our program next week, where we'll meet another important voice of beauty, Bonnie Donato, who's been communicating beauty stories in the industry and to consumers for over 20 years. Be with us because she has some very juicy secrets. Send your questions and comments to requests at American Made Beauty. I'm Patty Schmucker. You're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net. Thank you for listening to RadioAMB, where we think pretty is pretty important in all things in beauty.